to the channel. I am Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day or your evening to view my content. Make sure that if you're following me on my content, that you're following me on all the platforms you see above and below. And also, clicking the like button right there will help my content to consistently be recommended to you. And it pushes it out there in the YouTube algorithm world that's being shadow banned. Yeah. Also, folks, double check and make sure that you still are subscribed to the channel, because people are mysteriously being unsubscribed to the channel for unknown reasons. It has nothing to do with me being a outspoken, free-thinking black individual. Now, I know y'all might say, man, how come it's always about black? I don't know. You got to ask YouTube that, because color doesn't even matter to me. But I do know that individuals that look like me, who seem to really be speaking up and are no longer on the mental plantation, we seem to have our videos to be heavily suppressed for some odd reason. So they don't like us, bees free. They don't like that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So you guys all see the title right here. And I know you guys think that this is something that I don't cover, which I do. But Israel confirms that they have eliminated Hamas leader and the October 7 mastermind, how you said his name, Yahya Sinwar, and was completed by chance. So this person wasn't even supposed to be gone, but it just happened by chance. Now, those of you that are tuning in through the phone or via mobile, you guys are not able to see this, but those of you that are watching this later on my pre-recorded video, you will be able to see this. So in fact, those of you that are tuning in right now, I will be posting a video for you to see everything that I will have on screen here if you guys want to see like the optics of it. Now, it says warning that this is graphic content. Now, for YouTube reasons, I am not going to show dead bodies. But on this video that I have right here is literally showing the man's dead body. Okay? So, anyway, for you that are tuning in through the phone, appreciate you guys all being here. Hit that like button for me. For you to just made a comment, Miss Laura says, please learn more before hosting on this topic. No, I'm reading this article right here, and that's how I'm going to do it. And the more I learn from it, as more information is being released, I will talk about it. That was what makes me different than everybody else. So, no, respectfully, no. Anyway, folks, back to the situation at hand. Says right here, Hamas chief and October 7 mastermind Yahya Sinwar was killed by Israel troops in southern Gaza today after more than a year of eluding Israeli forces. The Israel Defense Forces confirmed Thursday eliminated Yahya Sinwar, the military announced on X. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu celebrated the death of his country's most wanted militant as an important milestone in the sunset of Hamas rule in Gaza, the New York Times reported. However, the prime minister stopped short of declaring total victory in the war against the terror group. However, the prime minister, like I just said, says today, evil took a heavy blow, is what the prime minister said. The mission is ahead of us and is still unfinished, Netanyahu said. So again, oh Lord Jesus, YouTube gonna get me, y'all. Y'all, if you go on my channel after I get done with this and you go onto my channel, you're going to see the graphic videos. I'm going to be able to blur it out, though, so don't worry. I'm going to blur it out because you see the dude dead. You see that's him dead. Like, he dead. He on the rubble and everything. Sinwar, the architect of the single deadliest attack on the Jews since the Holocaust, was killed in Rafah in a routine raid that caught him by chance. By chance. IDF troops were on a regular patrol and not specifically searching for the terror chief when they encountered 7 Hamas militants. An Israeli tank launched a shell at the building, causing it to collapse. Reports have begun circulating earlier in the day that the terrorist matching Sinwar's description was killed in a military operation in Rafah on Wednesday. Graphic photos then began circulating, showing a man wearing a bulletproof vest surrounded by grenades, lying in the rubble of a building with a head wound. And boy, is it a head wound. Like, who? I'm telling y'all that are watching me right now, when I get done with this live stream right here that you guys are watching, you might want to go and watch this video because it shows, unless y'all go on your computers right now and you're able to see it right now. Mike Johnson says, greetings for California. Love your content. I appreciate that. Let me continue reading this here. Mass murderer Yahya Sinwar, who was responsible for the massacre and the atrocities of October 17th, was killed by IDF soldiers, Katz said in a written statement from his office. This is a great military and moral achievement for Israel and a victory for the entire free world against axis of evil of radical Islam led by Iran. Now, what I want y'all to pay attention to while I continue to talk about this a little bit is this. Don't forget that there were organizations out there who I've always told you guys was a terrorist organization, in my opinion, domestic terrorists, Black Lives Matter. You guys remember that after that attack on October the 7th on these people in Israel, that Black Lives Matter actually came out like they were praising it. They stood with it. They showed like the paragliders coming out of the sky, and Black Lives Matter were supporting this. Y'all remember that? Showing the flag and all this? Oh yeah, let's not forget that. Don't forget that that's what Black Lives Matter did. They supported this. They praised it. And all of a sudden, everybody's quiet now. Told you Black Lives Matter had nothing to do with Black Lives Mattering. Because everything they had to do with this so-called push of activism in regards to Black Lives Matter, they harm more black people than anything. But my point is not talking about that. My point is the fact that Black Lives Matter came and actually praised and gave homage to the attack on those people in Israel. Moving on. This says Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his cabinet members had sworn to hunt down and kill Sinwar after learning that he was the main man behind the October 7 massacres that killed more than 1,200 people in Israel and saw another 251 kidnapped. Just days after the terrorist attack, Sinwar was seen fleeing with his family inside Hamas underground tunnel, with the terror chief managing to elude the IDF's detection for more than a year. Sinwar, who served as Hamas Gaza chief since 2017, rose to the top of the terror group when its former leader, Ismail Haniyeh, was assassinated by terror in July. Once Sinwar took over, the ceasefire negotiations between Hamas and Israel froze as the new chief opposed any end to war. Sinwar, who previously described the death of Palestinians in Gaza as necessary sacrifices, has repeatedly gotten in the way of the hostage negotiations, urging the group to avoid compromise as he claimed it was poised to finally eliminate the Jewish state. The extremist was seen as megalomaniac, even by his own peers who privately referred to him as a hindrance to Hamas, political chiefs who were trying to legitimize the Palestinian state, the Wall Street Journal reported. Sinwar, however, had the backing of Hamas rank and file, who respected him for the 22 years he spent behind bars in Israel before his release in 2011. The Hamas chief also commanded fear as an infamous butcher of Khan Yunis, who hunted down and murdered Palestinians suspected of working with Israel. It remains to be seen who will replace Sinwar as Hamas' de facto leader. With Sinwar gone, the families of the remaining 97 hostages are calling for Israel to put forward a new ceasefire agreement now that their biggest hindrance is gone. He's just one man. He's just one man. So although he's gone, don't act like they may not have anybody that's there for backup. That's how this thing works. We've settled the score with the arch murderer Sinwar, but now more than ever, the lives of my son, Matan, and the other hostages are in tangible danger, Mother Inav Zangwakor wrote Netanyahu. There will be no real closure, no total victory if we don't save their lives and bring them all back, she added. You guys all heard that. You heard what I just read. And again, if you're tuning in through this live feed, you might want to go to you might want to go on and watch this video that I'm going to do after this. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, it's good to know that a masterminded individual such as this man who put this all together, who coordinated these efforts to do this to Israel, is eliminated. But rest assured, they have a plan B, C, D, E, F, G probably. And I agree with what that woman said. Now that he's gone, these terrorist organizations might end up upping their rates of murder. Now they might just start killing off hostages. And if I'm not mistaken or forgetting, I thought that there were some American hostages over there as well. So yeah, this right here is a great victory, but it also is going to be something that I think that they're going to retaliate by saying, okay, y'all took our leader out. Now watch what we are getting ready to do. And I don't know if this is going to, I don't think it's going to be pretty, but nevertheless, I just wanted to bring this update to you guys on this. And also don't forget all the ones, I tell y'all what y'all do. Watch for how people in America respond. This man just got eliminated. And if there's going to be anybody in the United States that's still going to get out there with your Palestinian flags, blocking highways, you get out there with your flags, yelling from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. And if you're talking about death to America in response to this terrorist dying, that's going to be very telling of you, because a lot of y'all would not sit there and say that what those people did on October the 7th to those Jews there was wrong. And that's very telling of a lot of you. Anyway, with that being said, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to leave a comment, make sure you do it right there. The next videos that I will be doing in chronological order will be up here. Things that I do as a right on channel will be down here. I'm Ty Smith, modern Renaissance man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys all tuning in to this live feed. And with that being said, you heard everything that I said, and there's nothing more to say on this. The more information I get on this, and there's going to be anything that's going to be coming out, the more I will be sharing with you guys. Make sure that if you want to see the video that I literally just recorded, even though y'all heard this live, you'll be able to go in there and see the images of this. And just off my own observation, that brother dead. He gone. He gone, rightfully so. So don't forget to hit that thumbs up before y'all get out of here. If you double tap the screen, it gives the video a thumbs up. That helps with this information that I just presented to you to get pushed out there in the YouTube algorithm world. If you have not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. And with that being said, folks, same thing to you guys. I hope and pray that every last one of you guys have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.